Hello, my name is Michelle, and this is Full Bottle Worthy. Today I'm going to be talking about my Teo Cabanel collection. I'm going to be ranking the bottles that I have from my least favorite to my number one. So if that sounds good to you, please stay tuned. First, I'd like to talk a little bit about the brand before we dive in. Teo Cabanel is a French niche brand. Everything they have is around scent. So whether it's a candle or bracelet that you scent when you wear it, everything is about fragrance. And they believe that fragrance should be uplifting and it should be accessible to all. Their prices are very fair for the quality that you're getting with these fragrances. And the other thing about them that I love is they strive to make compositions that are new and different than what you find on the market. In the number 7 place, we have Je Ne Sais Quoi. Now, this is a gorgeous matcha tea and rice composition. I find it to be incredibly calming and contemplative. I like to wear it after maybe a stressful day or before bedtime. It does last maybe 4 hours on my skin with a moderate projection. Again, this is Je ne sais quoi. At number 6, we have Ooh La La. This is a gorgeous, nutty, powdery scent. And the powderiness in this composition comes from the iris note, and then the nuttiness comes from the hazelnut. This is a fragrance that I have never smelled before, and I find it to be incredibly alluring in a sophisticated way. I find it lasts about 5 to 6 hours on my skin with a moderate projection. Again, this is Ooh La La. Coming in at number 5, we have Cafe Cabanel. This is a gorgeous ambery scent with cinnamon up at the top and coffee kind of in the background. The name is Cafe, but I find that the coffee note in here is very, very subdued. So if you're not a coffee fan, don't be dissuaded by this. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous scent for the cooler weather. I find it lasts about 8 hours on my skin with a moderate to strong projection. Again, this is Cafe Cabanel. In the number 4 spot, we have Voila. Now, this is the fragrance that made me like aldehydic notes. I had struggled with them previous to this fragrance, but when I smelled this fragrance, I crossed the bridge to aldehydes. And what you find in this composition is an incredibly clean linen smell with aldehydes. It's so bright, it's so uplifting. It lasts 8 to 10 hours on my skin with a strong projection. Again, this is Voila. In the number 3 spot, we have Peau Salée, which is a coconut milk and salt fragrance. The projection on this is incredibly strong. People will smell you 10 to 12 feet away, and the sillage is amazing. The longevity is 10 to 12 hours. It really is a rarity to find a coconut fragrance for summer that lasts this long. It is absolutely beautiful. I highly recommend it. Again, Peau Salée. At the number 2 spot, we have Boum. This is a fragrance I've never smelled before. I've never smelled another scent remotely similar to this. This is a salty vanilla with a sand lily note. Now, if you're not familiar with sand lilies, I am not. They smell incredibly similar to stargazer lilies. You might be familiar with that. Now, this is a solar vanilla, so you want to wear this in warmer weather, spring, summer, maybe early fall if you'd like. The projection and longevity on this is amazing. I find it lasts 8 to 9 hours on my skin with a strong projection. Again, this is Boum. We are now at the number 1 spot, and my number 1 fragrance from Teo Cabanel is Rendezvous. Now, I had an absolutely spiritual experience with this fragrance. This fragrance is me. And I know that sounds weird, but until you experience that, it'll be hard to put into words. But when I smell this, it just smelled like me. And what is in this composition? So it's actually purple and yellow florals. So we have some mimosa, I believe, and then there's an almond note as well as heliotrope. It is gorgeous. I find it works best in the spring. And I think if you're a Guerlain fan, you would love this composition. While there has never been a fragrance that smells like this, I think that this could be in the Guerlain collection. Again, at the #1 spot, we have Rendezvous. Thank you for joining me today for my ranking of my Theo Cabanel fragrances. I'd love to hear in the comments below, were there any that piqued your interest? If you have any Theo Cabanel fragrances, please tell me which ones you have in the comments down below. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up. It helps my channel to grow and to reach more people like you. And before you go, remember to subscribe. Until next time, goodbye.